Today, Dana and I are doing a work session to build on some skills that she has and then also to introduce new skills. This is her card that we use that tells her when she has to work and when she's on break. The card was just, the beginning of what Kennedy Krieger developed for her behavior plan to help her do work, be comfortable with activities and sitting down and working. We may not need to use this at all, but this helps her to communicate.
She's a toy. I'm a baby.
Time for work. Give me your headphones. She's busy. She keeps busy, so her being able to sit down at the table and do the amount of work that she can do now is just really incredible. Gonna make it sit though. Put in. Good job. So she's doing a nice job advancing her skills. Okay, let's look at some vocabulary. We're gonna do some picture words. What's that one?
Cat.
Good. What's that one?
Toy.
Car.
Toy.
Good job. What animal is that?
Radio.
Well, actually, it's a goat.
Jump.
Color the baby elephant gray. And color the mommy elephant. Or that might be a daddy elephant.
Broken.
Good job. Let's color the sky blue.
Sky blue.
Beautiful.
Sky.
Beautiful. So Dana used to just make a few lines when she was coloring. And really didn't have that much interest. But now she's able to color the whole picture. Dana has an interesting personality. She likes to keep moving. She can sometimes be a little explosive. When I look back, she can be really goofy. Things that just happen in everyday life can make you laugh. She's really cute. When she gets up in the morning, she calls for you, and she always is learning something new. She's always learning something new or doing something new. So Dana's 21 and she's graduating from high school. I'm not really sure how I'm feeling because there's a lot of uncertainty and just everything is changing. So it's hard to imagine what's next with her because I don't really know what's next for her.
You may have to try a couple times, right? So it's probably fine. Let's try there. We'll probably get it too long, but we'll try and see what happens. Pull it all the way up and see what it looks like. What do you think? Way too short. Way too short. All right, well, we'll have to try it again. Like you said, every tie is different. So tonight's Connor's music award banquet, and this is the end of an era for him doing the various band and the musical stuff he's done throughout the course of the year.
The awards banquet would always mean that the year is nearly over. Last one of its kind that I was ever going to be a part of. I think there was like a feeling of joy behind it.
Band, choir.
Band and choir, marching band,
and jazz band.
I don't know about jazz band.
This is what we've been dreaming about, him finishing high school and on a high note and with a big bang at the end. So this is great. But yeah, I'm sad that we're almost done.
Well, we'll have to see how many times they get his name spelled right this year.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, yeah.
This is true. Let's see, it's usually been about 50-50 shot.
People.
Yes. All right, can you grab a purse?
You got your own transportation, right?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you and welcome to our awards ceremony. So we'll finish getting lined up. If Connor's with us, Connor's with us. Zelitsky, who also made the BSO side-by-side. So much love.
I don't know, I'm torn between how wonderful this can be and also how hard this is to say goodbye to senior year. Yeah, it's like, I see him as he's really gonna go someplace, taking on the world to the beat of his own drum, and that's absolutely how I feel about him. Those look pretty cool. Oh, I like how they look this time. Those look sharp. Music has been just the catalyst to put him where he is today. It's really gonna be an incredible experience just to watch him grow from here. You got plenty of other medals and about a dozen certificates in here. Only one of which they spelled wrong.
And one of which they missed.
So that's not bad. Oh, Connor is a musician from his head to his toes. He has been it from the moment he came out. It's in his soul, it's in his heart, it's part of his wiring.
Well, for one thing, I know that I've certainly come a long way in life. There's a lot of things that I feel blessed to have as a natural part of me.
So we were doing, do you remember what song we were doing?
1 and wait. 1 and 2 E and 3 E and 1 and 4. Can you count?
1, 2, 3, 4.
1 E and 2 E and 3 E. 4 E. Tonight, Liam is at his drum lesson. So they work on different rhythms and fills, and he chooses the songs.
Go, go.
You gonna pick the next one?
Okay, Rihanna's 10.
Alright, let's do it. Alright, Liam, how are we gonna count it?
1 and 2, 3, 4.
There you go. Alright, show me. You ready? 1.
1 and 2 and
1.
1 E
There you go.
and 2 and 3, 4.
Perfect.
Liam is 20 years old and he's about ready to graduate from the Kennedy Krieger vocational school. So a lot of transitions coming up for him, entering adult services, which is very exciting, but also kind of feels like you're falling off a cliff from a parental perspective. But he's very excited because he wants very much to be independent, and I know that he's looking forward to graduating. The parents are the ones that are more scared, not him.
To take your foot off, Liam.
Wait.
Alright.
It's a culmination of 21 years. That's a really, really long time of being in the educational system, also the support from the autism waiver and having the support staff, and that's all going to go away.
I think he's excited, but he's also wondering, okay, what's down the road for me? Because you've heard the expression, when the bus stops coming, what do you do? Well, we decided over a decade ago, we want to be prepared for when that day comes. We think we are, as well as can be. We've been working hard, and so has Liam. I often say he works harder than anybody I know. It's true. Liam has changed over the years, but even now as a budding adult, soon to be 21, I love his sense of humor. He does these word plays. We'll say, all right, we need to round this up. Let's round it down. And I'm like, okay, we could do that too. We could round it down,
What?
Did you start working your job yet?
You did.
You did? You like it?
Okay, thank you.
Teachers he knows both at Kennedy Krieger and here at home will be gone. And what will take that place? Well, work will take that place, but not all the time. He wants to progress, and we want to help him progress as much as we can.
All right, let's rock and roll. Go give this a try. So how have you been feeling about driving at night on your own? Late night. Yawn, yawn.
I have a feeling of freedom.
Feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I definitely wanted to make 100% sure that not only is Connor clear on exactly how to get to campus, but okay, now where are you going to go once you're there? Where are you going to park? Where is your classroom? What have you found to be the most challenging part of driving? What do you think?
Always being aware of everything that surrounds me.
At all times. I know that's really hard. That's hard for anybody. Especially a rookie driver. I definitely wanted to be sure that we could get some miles under the belt together, make sure we know exactly where to go.
I never know what obstacles I'm gonna run into, so I have to learn to be ready for anything.
You might get a freer parking space instead of saying, oh, well, that's the only space that's available and I'm not going to look for anything else, and trying to squash yourself in, especially until you feel really comfortable with parking.
Oh my gosh, this is so much to even pay attention to.
I admit that when we're in the car, my anxiety levels go a little higher than usual, and I can't help but say a few things. I'm not so sure I'll be able to completely shut myself up. But I try. I try to let him make his own decisions, but just kind of offer what are hopefully seen as gentle reminders. Turn sharper.
It's as sharp as I can turn.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to back up.
Stop before you hit the ball. Cut it. Did you see them?
I just saw him passing by as you were saying that.
I don't really like critique, even though it's meant to be useful.
Now admit it. Your frustration is because I'm telling you, and you don't like that.
You're telling me so many things that I want to stay away from. And so I tend to complain, unfortunately. But I also know that I gotta try and learn from it.
Don't forget to use your eyes, and don't just trust the mirrors, okay? Do you need some pressure, or are you just sleepy?
I'm tired.
I know. That's a rough life, man. I find it to be incredibly difficult to transition myself into being a mom of an adult. This is really hard for me. I am having to constantly stop myself from saying many of the things I really would want to say. And sometimes I'm not very good at that. Piece of cake. Yeah? I'm excited about college in general, having some more freedom.
Yep. Yes, I am.
Gonna be different driving yourself.
It already is.
Definitely already is. For mommy too. For mommy too.
Liam is working today with Erica, his support tutor.
Make it your sandwich.
Go for it, dude.
Erica is going to work with Liam on the program we've developed, which helps him become more independent, helps him to understand other people's emotions, and also helps with communication.
First,
Yeah, you're really so flexible, Liam. I'm so proud of you. High five, bud.
yeah.
You say, I'm.
I promise up.
You should be.
Yes.
So Erica is going to work on perspective taking. A great way to help teach Liam how to do that is by watching movies together, pausing the movie and talking about the emotions that Liam thinks the movie characters are undergoing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he feels kind of sad. Why do you think he feels sad?
It looks different.
It looks different. So he's taking his struggle with dyslexia and turning it into a positive thing.
Yes.
And writing his essay backwards.
Yes.
I'd be really interested to read that.
Yes.
Would you?
Yes.
Would you really?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah.
Articulated.
And so that's going to help him learn about perspective taking and hopefully transfer that to the relationships that he has in his life so he can understand the emotions that people are going through.
Why is it important to have a job?
It's important to have a job when I graduate.
When you graduate, it's going to be important for you to have a job, but why
Yes.
is it important for you to have a job?
So I become more dependent.
High five, dude. Good job.
So Liam really wants to be independent. So the question is, well, what is independence for Liam, right? And I think for Liam, being independent is to live in his own place and not to live with his parents. And he loves us, but I think, just like any 20, 21-year-old, he doesn't want to live with us.
3:55 when we meet there, and we're going to spend about 10 minutes there. And what time will it be when we leave?
3:50.
It's 3:55 plus 10 minutes.
4 or 5.
4 or 5. What I see on the adult end is they were never given the language for what they're feeling, so they're acting out because they don't have a way to tell you. And where is it? Oh, there you go.
Let's do it. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you.
You okay, bud?
No, sweaty.
Are you? Is it a big deal or a little deal?
Little
It's a little deal. Do we need to take a deep breath and calm down for a second? Because I know you ran the whole way here. Okay. All right, you ready?
The thing about Liam is that if he's not continually practicing the things that he's learned, he will regress and lose them. It's just like exercise. If you stop exercising, for 3 or 4 weeks, your muscles won't be able to lift the weight. Well, with Liam, with language, that's what happens with him. He forgets the words. I think that they're there just like a foreign language, right? You can access the foreign language, but sometimes you can't think of the words. I think that Liam spends his entire day searching for words all the time. He knows the words, he just can't retrieve them.
Tonight is a special night for Dana. Her teen group is having a prom, and it's going to be her senior prom. She's going to be finishing school in about a month. So I'm very excited about seeing the dress on her and her shoes and jewelry and just getting her hair the way I want, hopefully. Dana, what do you want?
Honey,
Where's my super
shoot,
Where's my super
shoot.
Going to the dance? There's gonna be a lot of people there, and her dad's thankfully going with her, but hopefully she'll get up and wanna, dance with the music and enjoy the food and just have a good time. So 2 days ago we went and we bought a dress, and this is the dress she's going to be wearing, black and white, and she's going to be wearing her black tennis shoes because she's not really a heel person. I'm always a little nervous because I never know exactly what Dana's behavior is going to be, and it just really depends on what's going on in the room. If there's some really loud people there, then that could bother her. But she knows that we can leave the room and go to a different room, and she also knows that she can put her headphones on or just take a break and hopefully they have some food that she's going to like a lot, which I believe Chick-fil-A is going to be there, so that's a big hit for her. Let's see how you look. Ooh, pretty. You want to try doing it a little bit? No? Okay. How's that? That's that. Do you want to wear a necklace?
No.
You want to wear another bracelet?
This.
Bracelet? Ooh, that one's got like a jewel on it. Blue ball. That might be fun for you. Nope. Let's keep looking. Ooh, that's a good one. And which do you like better now, green or blue? Well, I'm excited to see how it goes. I love the dress. I think she looks beautiful. So I hope it's a lot of fun for her.
I love you.
You love me. We're sing. I'm happy.
You won't you do it too.
Nice job. High five.
Today, with the power of this rose, can I ask you something?
Yes.
Dance with me. I want to be your partner. Can't you see? The music is just starting. Night is falling, and I am calling. Dance with me. I want to be your partner. Can't you see? The music is just starting. Night is falling. And I am asking, go to prom with me. What do you say?
You really think I would say no?
Yay!
I think I was probably in the zone for that one. I was really because again I like rehearsed it pretty much, and so I think I pretty much had a good feeling about it. And,
You want your child to have those same normal experiences that everyone else does. And yes, if I have to be the one to maybe put the bug in his ear about it and make the suggestion, that's fine with me.
I certainly had to try and keep myself smiling for all those pictures.
You gotta wait for Connor. He's the tricky one.
Connor, here, smile.
Cheese like blue cheese. Like moldy cheese.
All right, one more.
The only way that you can get a real smile out of me is if I really get myself to laugh, and that doesn't really come that easily.
Taking pictures is always a challenge. I know this was not going to be the fun part of the evening for him or for us as we practically try to, pull his teeth to get a decent smile and get some good pictures. But that's okay. I knew he was going to have a great time the rest of the night. Bye!
Bye.
Have fun.
It was certainly worth it, yes.
Tonight is Liam's prom, and it is through an organization called Keen, and it's being held at the Bullis School.
So let's see, on a scale of 1 to 5, since we like numbers, how much do you like the prom, the Keen prom? 1 to 5.
4.
A 4.
What?
Okay. That's a very high number.
Yeah.
Every special needs person that's a member of Keen is partnered with one of the Bullis School students. Tonight, Liam's date is Leia.
Liam! Liam, stop! Liam, Leia is your date.
Look, L&L. Perfect match. Do you want me to put your name tag on?
The people who are there are genuinely happy to be there. They're volunteers, they're having a great time. There's an entrance that the students walk through, and their dates are waiting there for them with a sign that says, Liam, go to the prom? Question mark.
Liam, that way. Whoa, Liam.
Fun is different for everybody. For some people, it's breakdancing. You get some people who are breakdancing and they're good at it, you know, and some people are spending more time eating. Is it different for people who are on the spectrum? No, not necessarily. Everybody celebrates fun in their own way. And that's what they're doing. So the dates are flexible.
That's a big smile. Okay, one more. That's a smile.
I am very excited because I'm pretty sure that Liam's gonna have an awesome time and that his, date will be understanding that he's gonna be running around and pacing and jumping up and down and maybe not dancing the way that a regular date might, but hey, that's fine, that's okay, because that's how Liam rolls. I think that knowing Liam, I could tell that he was really enjoying himself. He's been to dances before, so he is used to, the louder music and all of this type of excitement. So I wasn't really concerned that it was going to be sensory overload for him since he's experienced dances before. I think that the evening went extremely well. It's definitely a big highlight.
So at the end of the evening, they took a group picture. And we also got some pictures of Liam and Leia when the lights were on. And then they said goodbye. Okay, so as far as Liam is concerned, all right, prom's over. Time to rock and roll. Let's go.
So we're at the prom, and Dana really doesn't want to go in. Her dad and I are with her, and she's just kind of looking and really not too interested in the whole thing. Dana, she doesn't interact a whole lot with the other clients. She spends most of her interaction more with us or like whoever the teacher is or whoever is taking Dana someplace. And then she interacts pretty well with them, but with the other kids, she's a little standoffish with that.
Yada, Birdie. Hate?
After you dance.
You guys dance.
Hate?
Yep, we got dance first.
We get her to go up front a little bit, and she tries to dance a little. I think she's not really like too interested in everything.
Everyone.
Now wait.
And go to one of the tables.
Well, at the end of the prom, I let Dana have a cupcake, and she had a blast with the cupcake. You're done, okay? Oh, you're gonna eat more of it? Oh. I don't know how it didn't get on her dress, but it was everywhere, all over her face, her hands, everywhere. And I was really excited that it didn't get all over the dress because I was worried about the dress.
We were thinking we would be dancing and that type stuff, but Dana had different ideas. But overall, good time tonight. We adjusted. Things turned out well.
So she has one more week, and then she's off for the summer.
Well, it's a fun place for her to go and friends, and then for the summer, I guess we have to figure out who her social group's going to be.
It's another transition time.
Yes, transitions.
Change.
That's the hard thing. Transitions, because you don't know what's next, and you got to keep figuring it out.
Getting home, I guess I had some mixed feelings. I was proud of her because she tried and she went, but also kind of sad because it isn't, the type of prom that most mothers get experience. But I was really glad that she went and had an opportunity to go.
Hey, let's pick your stuff up. Let's go.
She's ready to roll.
Yes.
Yep.
Unavailable.
Annabelle.
Wow, now we're talking. I think Dana understands a lot more than, what any of us think. I just see glimpses of her when she does. When she was listening, and maybe I thought, I didn't think she knew how to do that or knew that. Did you have a good time at the prom?
Rihanna.
Did they play Rihanna at the prom? Yes or no?
Yes.
Did you like the song they played?
Did you play?
Yeah. Did you have a good time at the prom? Yes or no?
Yes.
Good job. 1, 2, 3.
So I'm currently involved with Colonial Players in Annapolis, pretty much an apprentice or understudy to the people who are designing the lighting.
Lois, if I put that right here, does it stage?
We're currently doing it's going to be a night of 3 one-act plays. Oh, this has been a great experience. Not only do I get to operate the lighting, but at the same time I'm also doing a little sound work and even a bit of projection work, all from a single point of operation.
Lights.
Thank you.
Probably close.
It can be pretty hard, like trying to learn the whole thing about where exactly each cue is supposed to go. I'm on my own in that booth because I'm not wearing a headset or anything. Like there's no one telling me when to go. It's just me and the script book.
Hey, Connor.
What key is that? See what it looks like.
That's
Right now we're on 170, which is the beginning of Late Nights in Cars.
Well, another friend of ours from church happened to be one of the 2 producers for this particular one-act show. So she asked if I would be interested because she know how much I want to do tech operations in a theater. So I agreed. And it's really what I've been hoping for. Community theater, so volunteer experience. I may not be getting paid for this, but it's still a great experience.
Donut. We're headed to David's Whole Food Market. And on Saturdays, she actually has a little job there to put items back on the shelves. I've been going to David's more than 10 years. Then we broached the subject of trying to do some work there. And several folks there took a lot of interest, and they helped us make that transition. And everybody there has done great. They're very good. They say hi to Dana. Hi Dana, we're here.
So there's like a basket of different items. Dana picks up the item and then goes through the aisles and identifies where they should be on the shelf and then places the item in the appropriate spot.
This one now. I think it's something.
Unavailable.
Okay, let's pay attention. Okay, do you see the green cups?
Unavailable.
Yes. Come here. Here's green cups. Now where do they go? Oh, excellent. Good job.
Dana's ability to pick the right volume for when she says stuff, I don't think she understands that well enough. Because sometimes we'll even ask her to use inside voice, and then when she says inside voice is loud, and so we just look at ourselves and go, okay.
Look up higher. Do you see it?
Unavailable.
Oh, fantastic. You did a great job. Give me a hug. Break is available. Great.
When she says unavailable, that's her way to register, I heard you and I know it's unavailable. Actually, it's good when you hear her say that.
Electronics available.
Green little.
Okay. There we go. Good. What else you looking for? What other choices are you making?
How's it going?
Good. How you doing?
Doing all right.
Hi, Dana. Can you say hi?
And so you think about it, we're trying to look at things that can be routine, and when she's into the pattern, she does well. That's the key thing. We found that she can do those items once she gets into the momentum and starts it that way. Yeah, so that's probably the big challenge is that, and then looking for opportunities to go do those very things.
We're in the library where Liam and some of his classmates have been organizing books and also entering them into a database to kind of streamline a checkout process for the members that come to utilize the library. As the work-based learning teacher, I, along with our transition coordinator, really have a passion for making sure that what we're doing in the classroom is transferred off-site to be valuable to our placements. A lot of times our community partners love having our guys in the community so that they can be exposed to differing abilities and things like that. And then also just a practical sense of this library was a mess and now it's organized and there will be a database for their patrons to check out that wasn't there before. So we're providing a real service to them as well.
Liam's team member responsibilities is to do the data entry. So this data entry experience and being on task will help him when he has data entry projects at the after-school job that he has with the Sparks group. We're very excited. He is an office assistant and that's a great start, but we'd like to boost his hours up to 35 or 40 hours a week to have a full-time job so that he can earn enough money to move out on his own. And it's hard. We have a lot of connections with a lot of small businesses. And when we talk about hiring people with disabilities, they're like, oh yeah, they can, they're very, very welcome to apply. But I mean, let's be realistic, right? I mean, if you apply for, an entry-level position, almost all entry-level positions have a high school diploma as a criteria. And you have somebody like Liam who's very capable, but his reading level is at a second or third grade level. He can't hold a conversation. He's never going to qualify for any of the jobs that are going to be posted. So you kind of need to think a little differently about how to carve out a position that's still going to add value to your organization, but it's going to need to be a little different. But the statistics are pretty dismal. I mean, I think it's something like 80% of people with autism are either unemployed or underemployed.
What's up, Willie? You remember? I forgot. I haven't seen you in a while. I actually got your number. Enjoying it? Yeah. Met some new friends there besides me?
Today is Skills Assessment Day at Kennedy Krieger Institute for Project Search. John is hosting a station in the facilities department today.
John, what job do you want?
I'm thinking to work on cars.
You want to work on cars?
Building cars. Hope I can have Saturdays and Sundays.
That would be nice. I think we all wish for Saturdays and Sundays off.
Yeah. To support our admissions process, we host a Skills Assessment Day, which is integrated stations throughout Kennedy Krieger Institute.
But I think Project Search would definitely be a good fit for you too. My first internship was the spinal cord unit, which is on the fourth floor from the PT unit. So I never imagined myself working in the hospital with patients that had spinal injury. When I first came here first started working there, I was like, oh, this is good.
Nygil Sims, one of our current Project Search interns, is partaking in the interview process for our future cohort. About 1 year ago today, John and Nygil participated in Skills Assessment Day to be part of our first cohort of Project Search interns. They have grown into mature young professionals who are ready for the workforce.
Today I started at 6:30 in the morning, clocked in, did the coffee, had to get the truck so they could clean up the silverwares and stuff for lunch. I was washing the dishes, taking out the trash, my task. It was hard, but I got through it. Yay. That's gonna be my new slogan. Good things come from a struggle. You have to go through a struggle in order to get through certain things in life. It may be hard, but it's like I'd rather for you to go through the hard stuff than not go through it at all. Going through a struggle could be a bad thing and a good thing because you don't know. I like to say it's like a surprise because you don't know what you're gonna get out of it. This is what certain people need to see is the fun in life instead of the hard things in life, because not everything is all about the hard things. You gotta have fun in your life in order to get through certain stuff. You know, I'll be missing you and stuff.
Hey, you be lying and stuff.
I'll be like, what not doing?
You be lying and stuff.
The rest of the day should be smooth, somewhat smooth. I do the dishes right there. Gotta wash all those. So it's about to be crazy. I always dream about living by myself too, because I think it would be kind of cool. As I'm getting older, I'm not gonna have my grandmother. Because as soon as I start getting money from Kennedy Krieger and start saving up, I think that's when we're gonna start looking for the apartments and stuff, or probably settling for an apartment. So I'm excited, but a little bit scared to move out my grandmother's house. But I'm also happy. Certain things don't last forever, so now we're stepping into adulthood, so it's like I need to do stuff for myself.
Today, you have made history. You are the first Project Search graduates from Kennedy Krieger Institute. You challenged us. You impressed us. You are mentors. You are leaders. You are successful. You are young professionals ready to begin your career. I am very proud of you. We are very proud of you. But most of all, you have made an impact on Kennedy Krieger Institute.
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for coming to this graduation. I would like to say thank you to Miss Earline for working as a team with me in facilities as an environmental service technician.
I was excited and feeling funny and happy about it. My mom and my grandma was here. I gave them a big hug. They gave me a big hug too. I am very excited what's next.
Good morning, everybody. That graduation, say amen. My name is Nygil Sims. I would like to start saying I'm proud of myself and the person I have become over the last 10 months. I have learned more to be more proactive and responsible. I would like to thank my grandmother. For being a supportive mother. Because we just graduated and I'm about to start my first job next week. So the Spinal Cord hired me. So I'm going to be working in the Spinal Cord unit in the 801 building, looking to help others. because I like helping others.
It was a proud moment to see our current cohort graduate and all of their hard work, but I also know we still have a long road ahead of us.
How would you feel about me driving?
Really nervous.
Cause you scared cause I might drive fast?
It's not driving fast, it's not paying attention or
Blasting the loud music?
treating the car like it's some kind of video game or something.
Like driving
like that.
fast, doing burnouts, or if I had my own car.
I would drive you if I had to, I would.
First time getting a job at this age.
Here he comes. I feel good. I think he'll be okay. His managers know him. They know what to expect from him. I've coached him through a lot of stuff, so I hope everything I said will stick. So I think he'll be fine.
John works for the facilities department, focusing on inventory and stocking, where he delivers materials all over the Institute and continues working on his customized jobs at the eye wash station and the parking attendant position.
In inventory, I do the facilities, stock the items, and do deliveries and send to the cases of items into the mail room. I'm working really hard and I feel like I'm in my 30s.
Nygil Sims has maintained employment for 5 months in the International Center for Spinal Cord Injury. There, he does hands-on patient care and prepares for incoming patients and also supports after patients have finished their session. His colleagues call him the mayor of Kennedy Krieger Institute.
Oh yeah, because I'm getting my own apartment sometime next year. It's a big change, but I'm gonna have to, I'd rather do one now than later. So it's like a little bit nervous, but probably when I get used to it, I'm not going to be as nervous. It's like every parent that has a child with a disability, of course, going to be scared. But it's like, as long as I'm okay with it, then she's okay with it.
Bello Machre has 60 houses, all in the residential settings, where we serve our individuals. With our individuals, it's the same thing with the employees, it's the same thing with us, because it's all about being one big family. Okay. And where's the handle? I take this handle, or you want to take it all by yourself?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, it's not that heavy for me.
Okay, got the power. We try not to spend the time all by ourselves. We try to invite some family members around. We try to invite some friends around so that we can all just share it together, have fun together. Here at Bello Machre, we serve our individuals. We help them with all their daily needs. We take them to medical appointments. We make sure that they live the best they can.
This is my Disney. This is my Disney shirts, and this is with Mickey Mouse, and this is a Minnie Mouse from that house, from a Disney house. Oh, it's a nice flower. I wish I give to flowers for my girlfriend Rebecca. Yeah, I still like Ravens. I've been to Ravens Stadium before. I have. We've been to Ravens Stadium before? Yeah, we've been to Ravens Stadium, yes. On a field trip. On a field trip? Yes. Don't you remember that, Robert? Yes, on a field trip, yes.
And for families that are looking for a place for their loved one, you want to look for a place where your individuals will have the right to their life, to their choices.
I'm at you. It give me and my man can marry. Absolutely. Come, my man.
Hello. I want to get married her one day. John, I want to marry her one day.
Here at Bello Machre, it's all about being as much independent as much possible with all the necessary support that is needed.
Robin and Randy, they both have the greatest personality. They're always willing to work, willing to help. When they come in, sometimes they don't even want to take a break. Good. We're working on securing employment in the community. They recently had a job, but they got laid off. So their goal is to find paid employment. They take much pride in their work, and they're passionate about coming to work and basically searching for a job. They come to me all the time about finding employment, so we're working together to try to get them back into the community.
We work here every day. Yes. We pack paper, pencils, all that stuff. Doing one this and one pencil. And one this too. So I can make more money, John.
I mean, we've built a whole lot of skills with them here. They know what they are doing, and they are so good at what they are doing. They are able to work independently. It will only take like 2 or 3 steps, and I go over the thing with them. Then they will have learned to know to do it. Then from there, we're moving from there to then they will go independent. They can do their jobs all on their own, and there are so many things they can do. They can use the machine that we use to seal up the blankets. They can do folding. They can do bagging. They can do a whole lot of things.
That's how you do it.
And they are so much committed to their work. For most times when they come, when you tell them in the morning, you give them their instructions, they go straight to whatever they are doing.
That's how I do it, John. See?
And they actually keep, working until it's snack time and it's lunch time. As soon as they are done with lunch, they'll go back. You don't even have to prompt them to go again. It is just amazing how much work they can do and how much focused they are when they are on the job.
Every step counts. The guys love it. We always want to be part of this program because it's a once a year fundraising program that Bello Machre organizes. It's a program that brings us all together as a family. Bello Machre has a lot of houses, maybe like over 60 houses, but this is a very good opportunity for everybody from different houses to come together to meet. You guys ready?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a big event. It's a big event. It's a big event. I mean, the families are involved. I mean, everybody comes together to have fun.
We're having every step counts now. Every step counts.
They're always excited to be a part of it every year. They don't want to miss it because it's fun for everybody.
All right, we got a couple more coming around the bend now. Third one following behind them. Coming up the cheer squad alleyway. The rest of them are headed our direction.
He loves to be behind the mic. He's a ham. He has a good old time when he has a mic in his hand. And it's a beautiful day.
All right, at this time, all bikers and walkers should be at the balloon arch.
Every time I attend, every year, there is just this, like family atmosphere, like the happiness, the joy. At that point in time, whenever I'm over there, to me, that's just the happiest place for one to be at that point in time.
I'm so happy.
Anyone wants to play, we're taking advantage.
It's a good thing for Randy. His girlfriend was able to attend. He was not so sure whether she will be able to show up, but eventually she showed up, and that was awesome.
Why give her a hug to her? And I surprised my girlfriend to see me too. I surprised her too. I'm very glad she was there. I'm happy for you. Thank you. And she's beautiful. And she's pretty, John.
Working here, it's not really like a workplace. You don't feel like you are in a workplace. It's just that one big family. When you serve these individuals and you have an opportunity to see their families, to meet them, to hear the good things they say to us, that is huge. That is huge.
Hi, Dana. Good morning. Okay, here we go, Dana. On 3, I need you to sit up. On 3, we're gonna sit up. 1, 2, 3. Okay, sit up time. No. Come on, we gotta sit up. Normally, by this point, she's moving a little faster. So, I think she realizes it's graduation day too.
Well, right now I'm in my work mode, so Dana seems very sluggish, so hope that part of it goes well, but I kind of want to just get through it, to be honest with you.
This is a key transition point for all of us because Dana is completing her school. Dana's been there a long time, over 10 years. So the day it's kind of one of those, a balance with, glad we got to this point and it's a good accomplishment and then what's going to happen next.
Dana, that's so exciting. You're graduating today. High five. Are you excited? Yeah, you made it. It's an exciting day to be finishing something and moving on to something else, but I've been in this routine I think Dana started when she was 8 there, so 13 years. I've had excited for her to finish, sad. A lot of people I'll miss there, but I have to just not get too far ahead of myself and just focus on one day at a time, because if I get too far ahead, it's a little too much to take in at one time.
I don't know why we're really sad.
Oh, that's the big day today, Donna.
Shouldn't have told her there's 2 more.
What's that?
I was like, only 2 more days to ride the bus.
Oh, wow. Oh, Donna.
She looks good though.
She does good. And big day for her, okay?
I know. Just another step.
Another step there.
Another transition.
Mm-hmm.
Graduation is an ending and a beginning, right? You end what you had, you celebrate what you have, and now you're ready to move into your next phase. So I think he's going to have a good day. Just tie it around his head. You get in, you watch him play on the marimba, and you're like, it's amazing just to watch what he's able to do. He's graduating magna cum laude. For somebody who wasn't ever supposed to go to school, it's pretty impressive.
You look so sharp! That's a good spot, I think. Yeah, now we're cooking. No, put a hand in there, that's fine. That's all good. The other hand, just relax. Shake it out. That. Are you nervous too, or no?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's great.
Are you verklempt like me?
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do when you cross the stage? You're gonna shake hands with Miss Davenport, right? Get your diploma, and then what are you gonna do?
My official is.
Then what are you gonna do? Have you planned it out? C, a dab, and a...
Can you see the dawn's early light? So proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleam.
As you try to peer into your future, change is the only thing you can be sure of. Don't be scared. You've already proven that you can endure change. But life has a very funny way of twisting and turning. And when you look back on it, you see how you got here, and it all makes sense. Now go out and be you, and congratulations, Arundel High School class of 2019.
Bruno Skalitsky.
Are you hot?
Yeah,
Did you see us?
I did. All because of that.
All because of that. Couldn't you hear your mother yelling at you?
Yes.
They said your name correctly, yes!
That helps.
Connor Philip Bruno Skalitsky.
She knows me quite well. This is probably one of the best milestones of life that was ever established.
Liam's graduation day has arrived. This is a huge day. We are so proud of him. My big hope for the day is one of celebration and also a day of gratitude to the Kennedy Krieger School for all that they have done in support of Liam and helping Liam where he is today.
What happened? Boo!
My wife and I are full of pride. One, because he's having a great day. He's happy, he's smiling, he realizes he's worked hard to get to graduation day. And for him, it's a huge stepping stone, and it marks one end and another beginning.
Keep up the hard work, and there is no reason why you won't be successful.
We invited all of these teachers that had worked with him ever since he was 2 or 3, that had spent, all the support tutors who had kind of become like members of our family. Now they're not going to be part of his life anymore. And so here are these people that he's closest to. Those are his closest relationships because he doesn't really have any friends from school. I think having that big closure and that milestone and the excitement was huge, was absolutely huge.
We are at Kennedy Krieger, Danish program. Both good to be here, getting ready to see her graduate, and a little apprehensive how it's all going to turn out. She was a good mood when she left. Is she a good mood right now? That's always a question.
When she came in, she seemed like she was really excited and happy to see people that were there. She came over and, she looked happy. She did everything she was supposed to do there. It seemed like she must have known that it was about her. In the past, to be honest with you, I kind of avoided graduation because I had gone with a friend of mine once and we went and we found it actually to be kind of sad. But for Dana's, it was really fun. It was fun and it was exciting and I didn't find it sad. I mean, I knew she was moving on, but for the moment there, it was way better than I imagined it was going to be. I thought it was going to be more like what I had experienced for other people, but it was really all about her.
Dana says a few things. You know, Dana likes to have those little comments there that she likes to stir the group up. Well, when I see her up there, I feel, you know, so it's one of those days where you go, good to have all the accomplishments we've had, good for the support she's had, and then a little bit like, oh, how's it all going to work out? And you just go, okay, we're going to have to do this like what we did the other part. Take one piece at a time and keep working with her.
It is with much appreciation and gratitude that we take this moment and recognize Donna Ryan on this special day. Not only did her daughter graduate today, but she'll be stepping away as our Parent Association president.
Mike Delia is up there talking, and he's naming all these things that I've done. And I'm like, did I really do all those things? And I'm like,
Leads creation of a multi-sensory garden, volunteering at every student activity day, and most important, raising awareness about non-public schools and elite programs, specifically with their legislators, and inviting them out to the performance.
and then they pull this award out and have me come up, and I was like totally blown away. I had no idea.
It is exciting, and with anything, whether even when I personally graduated from school, seeing my boys graduate, it was you recognize there's a good accomplishment, but there's more to come to follow that way. Who's on the shirt?
Lion.
Lion who? Do you know who this is, Dana?
Lion who?
Lion, look at the picture. Who's it?
Who's that?
Lion.
Shiba. Lion Chin.
Yep, she earned a certificate. Certificate of Program Completion. Dana Marie Ryan.
You made it. You did it. You graduated.
You did it. Proud. I feel proud. Dana put a lot of years into this. You figure she's 21. You guys, when you got your diplomas, were 18, and she hung in there, went through some rough times. She finished on a positive note.
What do we think? All right, we did it. We really did it. He pulled it off. We pulled it off. It's all done. How can it be done? How did that go so fast? It's 1,000,001 feelings all at the same moment. Sign the big head. All year, I've been saying, I'm just not ready. I'm just not ready. And that's true of all these transitions, every single one.
It's gonna be a great event. Over 100. Don't know exactly how many, but it's like...
It's at least 150.
Just to have so many people and realize he has a tremendous support network, that's huge.
I'm happy and sad all at the same time. I know I've said that 100 times probably, but it's true. The whole year was just bittersweet. It was, this is wonderful, and oh my God, this is ending. And it's hard. It's really, really hard to think about what is coming next.
You actually made it. He got here. And when you think about where he started from and what the change, right? You know, all that stuff. That's big.
It's a feeling that is really both happy and sad at the same time. Because I had been at Arundel for 4 whole years. Now I gotta move on to get used to a new place.
Are you happy?
Happy with the past, I'm happy with the present, and I hope to be happy with the future.
I was thrilled to see Connor come right out of his shell, and to give such a great speech was off the cuff was wonderful to see.
Myself.
Yeah.
To the class of 2019!
That's right!
Some things, if not all of them, may be a challenge, but I know that I certainly have the power to accept those challenges and live up to them and work up to them. This only happens once, ever. Once it's done for good.
Yeah, I think Liam was very excited about graduation, but then afterwards, it was a difficult time for Liam. And you don't really know what's going on because he doesn't express his feelings, but he started doing some things that were a little different. He started to tape things to the walls at home that were remnants of the Kennedy Krieger school, the same room numbers. We don't really know what it all means.
Welcome to the reading upgrade.
I'm also feeling gratitude that he has a job.
Right.
And at his level, and he's got a job. And I am so...
Paying job.
A paying job, right. And, I think that a lot of kids that are at his level, in the middle of the spectrum, you hear about all the other kids that, can speak and all this other stuff. But he's got this paying job with a company that took a chance on him.
Right.
And, hats off to the Sparks Group.
I still remember when he joined Ivy Mountain, this is probably 10, 12 years ago, and I was in the lobby, and there was a woman crying on the sofa. There was nobody else there, and I'm kind of looking over my shoulder like, okay, there's nobody else here. And I said, can I help you? And she said, I'm sorry. She said, look, my son is leaving here next week, and I have no idea what he's going to do. And I remember coming home to you and saying, okay, look, that's not going to be us. I don't care how much we have to work, spend time, spend money, that's not going to be us. We got to plan for this because it's coming. Not going to be here in a year or two, but it'll be here in 10 years. And we just got to work towards it. And, to a certain extent, I think we've been successful on that. For the people who are now entering this arena, it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. Get your goals, aim for them, and constantly move forward.
When a family first gets their diagnosis, it is totally devastating. It took me 6 to 7 years before I accepted that Liam was really who he is. And my advice to those families is to try to get to acceptance a lot sooner, because there was a lot of beauty and joy and happiness.
I have no idea where June even went. It feels like literally just yesterday your graduation this year. Right? Doesn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to it. There's been so much that's happened since then.
It just went by so fast.
It did.
He's an octagon in a world full of squares and circles. And he can fit, and he can make it work, and we can give him accommodations to make it work, and nothing ever truly fits because he's unique. He's completely different. He is very special. And I wouldn't change 1 minute of it. I really wouldn't.
How have you been feeling about the driving though? Has it been getting more confident because we're doing more of it?
Yeah. You've had a couple of solo rides, right? All by yourself. Yeah.
How does that feel when you're riding by yourself?
It's a good feeling of freedom.
Is it quieter without mommy there telling you stuff?
It is. It is. But I do know that I still have quite a journey ahead of me. I got new classes in the winter and spring that I gotta... Considering I've done it before, I can certainly do it again. So, I got this. I got this.
Not
Excellent, good job. Okay, now put your hand out. 4. 7. Today, Dana's in her program. It's later than we had expected because it was talked about beginning of July. Is that when this would be wrapped up? And it's not. And it's not clear how long it's going to take.
The fear of not knowing, and this is not knowing, big time not knowing, because I didn't know where she was going. She hadn't been accepted. And then she did get accepted into a program, but it was a good couple months before she started the program. And I would never, ever have thought it was going to be that long a period of time.
You know, it's interesting. The thing we don't know is how does Dana think about this transition? Her ability not to communicate to us. It's a challenge to figure out where is she in this transition. You make up stories in your head about where she is, and at the same time you go, I wonder, has she figured out what's happened? Because she had this whole group of folks that she had seen many, many years over at the LEAP program, and now she's with another group, and they take care of her and all this, but it's very different. And she may not think of it at all. Or she may be like, wonder what happened with everybody.
The time goes by so fast when I look back at it. And now I'm here. And I worry about what's next, because Dana's in a day program. Eventually I need to find a group home. But I do know Dana will be okay, because she can pop in the car with her one-on-one, no problem, and say, okay, bye, and pull the door shut. That's pretty funny. And I think she'll be okay. I've seen her, she's able to transition to places, so I think she'll be all right. I mean, I'm sure she'll wonder what happened to us at some point, but I do think about that too. It's all part of life.